What it do, Skinny?
Provider, what's good?
Man, coolin'.
Let's get into this interview, but first let me put some respect on the wise citizen in this motherfucker, you feel me?
Huh? What? I thought a bro nigga said something.
What she say?
I thought a puss hoe said.
Yo, another donation?
Provider Grind, glad you shared your time with us, sir.
Man, it's a pleasure to be here, man.
Provider Grind, let's get into this thing here. First, how did you get the name Provider Grind? You know what I'm saying? I know you a big gift. How did you get Provider Grind?
Provider, well, you know, there's two words with that. Provider, essentially we all providers in some form or fashion. You know what I'm saying, Skinny? You got
Should be.
Yeah, you providing for your kids or your wife, first and foremost yourself. You know what I mean? And the grind is just putting in the hard work, man. Whatever you're doing, you know what I'm saying? We
True.
grinding on here tonight.
True.
Yeah.
Now,
I came up with the logo. As you know, the fish, that's the HD symbol. And that's just basically, you know, it's kind of like a religious symbol, somewhat, you know what I mean? Like the ancient Christians, this was how they recognized each other. And, you know, Jesus Christ, he was the ultimate provider. So, you know, man, Provider Grind, that's how I came up with that.
I'm really feeling that hat, man.
Oh, yeah, man. You know, that's that merch, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna waste no time. I'm gonna dig right in and go all in.
Go up, Provider merch. You see the t-shirts back there in the back.
Yeah.
But Provider, are you originally from Los Angeles?
Born and raised, Skinny.
Born and raised in Los Angeles, Provider Grind. Provider Grind, can you give us a little bit insight on your upbringing and where you at in this point in time in your life right now?
Man, from West Los Angeles, like I say, born and raised out here, you know. Raised in my grandmother's home, you know what I mean? Just a young kid, man, you know, started to rebel like most kids do, you know, living in the ghettos. And
especially in Los Angeles.
Yeah, you know, mixed up with the gangs and, you know, all of that, you know, going through the system, dealing with that, you know, spent, you know, a good 10, 12 years of my life dealing with that.
I understand that.
Yeah, man, came home and got busy, man. Knew that wasn't where a real one was supposed to be, you know?
A real one can't stay back there.
Nah, man, that ain't where I belong, you know? It's funny too, man, because, you know, my family's from back there where you at. They out of Camden. Where's Camden?
Oh, that's right down the street.
Yeah,
Camden probably about like a good 30 miles out.
Yeah, on my father's side, that's where they all out of South Carolina in Camden, man.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I had people in Camden too. Yo, LA is definitely, if you've never been there, it's a culture shock. I fell in love when I went there. Obviously, you there every day. Coming up, you know what I'm saying? I know it wasn't the same for you as it was in different hoods. Like, everybody could say it's rough, but I'm saying, having seen the LA lifestyle and just hearing about it back in the Rodney King days and all that.
It's bad.
It's a blessing for you to even be here talking to me, Rick.
Yeah, facts, man. You know what I mean? Shit, my mother used to tell me that all the time. She didn't think I was gonna live past 18 and I'm still on deck. You know what I mean? So that's something to hear that, but man, I done lost a lot of friends. I mean, that goes on in every ghetto across America, but just with this LA scene, it's just, it ain't no networking with these cats out here, man. You gotta basically stay in your own neighborhood. And you know, shit, you know how that be sometimes. You can't trust the people you raised and grew up with either. So, I mean, man, it was hell, you know what I mean? But I got through it all.
So you was in the streets coming up, Provider.
Yeah.
Did you do your time straight in one wop, or did you, like, you know what I'm saying, do a stretch here?
Different, man. Shit, my first time locked up, shoot, you know, went through the juvenile system. Not too much time with that. But ended up catching a state charge for murder, and then it ended up getting reduced to a manslaughter. It was a gang murder. Basically ended up getting it like self-defense. That's why they dropped it to a manslaughter. Cat pulled a weapon on me, and basically, you know, he was bluffing. So I protected myself, and you know, had to protect myself, so I ended up getting dropped to a manslaughter. I did 6 years on that. Came home, you know, didn't learn my lesson, was still young, you know, just ripping and running back in the neighborhood.
Yeah, that was a blessing. 6 on that manslaughter.
On the manslaughter, yeah. You know what I mean? That was in the
so you
state.
got out. Don't tell me you caught another one.
Got out, you know what I mean? And knew it was time to get to some money, but was getting it the wrong way and ended up catching a federal case in Minnesota. Got indicted in Minnesota, you know what I mean?
Did a hot 5.
10.
Okay. Did an 8.5?
Yeah, did 8.5. You know, but got indicted in 1997. Went on the run. I ran from the feds for about 3.5 years. Got caught, did the 8.5, came home and knew it was time to square the game away. You know? So
True,
yeah,
man.
just got busy, man, just doing the right thing, you know what I mean? Enough was enough, you know?
So you did a juvenile thing.
Yeah.
And you was in and out of prison.
Yeah.
Pretty much you was self-educated, really.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Everything I learned, just researching, man, reading a lot. I read everything I can get my hands on, you know what I mean? And as you know, a lot of people don't like to read, but I actually do, you know?
Yeah, I'm a reader too myself.
Yeah, once I got an interest, something sparks an interest in me, I just dig in real hard, Skinny. You know what I mean? Make myself a student of it and learn it, man. You know what I mean? I don't have no major, no degrees or nothing like that. Like I was telling you, I got my GED in the penitentiary, man. You know what I mean? So I'm not ashamed of that because I've come far, you know what I mean, with no major schooling behind me. But like you say, man.
And if you could get your GED in the penitentiary, what's anybody else's excuse?
I mean, I don't know, man. People that, you know, they out here free and clear and don't have no felonies, man, the sky's the limit for them. You know, and that's what hindered me a lot too and just made me have to work even harder because I knew it wasn't about just coming home, getting no job. I had to make my own way. Wasn't nobody gonna give me a shot, you know what I mean, with a record like that. You know what I'm saying?
True. Salute to OGTL. Now I got a question. You got out. You changed your life.
Facts.
What was the first thing? What was your first job when you came home?
When I came home, I got into the trucking industry. I say probably about a year before my release. I told my wife to send me that commercial driver handbook. And like I say, I dug in on that book, man, every day for my last year. Because I knew when I got out, that's a real strenuous test. It was like 150 question, you know, the written test.
Right.
Got out.
I think that's one of everybody who been to prisons like plans or options.
Yeah.
When they get like, man, shit, I might jump in one of these trucks.
Yeah, and I had homeboys out here was already driving trucks and, you know, had rigs and they was already on the construction site with them. So I was actually jumping in with my homie while I was going to trucking school. So I was learning hands-on with him how to drive. I already knew the written. I already passed the written test and got my permit. You know what I mean? And man, I didn't waste no time. I got right in the truck when I got out.
So you started your trucking business. Are you still trucking to this day?
No, I let that go, but I do still have my license. And it's funny that you said that because in the last couple of weeks, I've been looking at trying to start that back up. You know what I mean? And the reason for that is because a business that I just started, I just got out of the food industry. This COVID-19 just wiped out a restaurant that we had, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was going to get into that. I got to get into that.
Yeah, we was doing that for about 6 years and the place was doing good and it started picking up. But then the COVID came down and just pretty much wiped that out, man. You know?
So basically, you got out the trucking business and became your own. Well, you was your own boss in the truck, but you got out the trucking business and was like, yo, we're going to explore this here restaurant.
Food industry, yeah.
The food industry. Yeah. COVID comes through and wrecks it. Now, you know what I'm saying? Through COVID coming through, wrecking it, I guess you say, yo, I'm going to pick up the camera. This might be a stream of income.
Yeah, you know, and like I say, during this time, you know, I've been home, 12 years now, but I was investing my money into real estate. You know, we have rental properties. My wife, she has 3 private schools. She's the director. We got 3 different private schools spread out over LA. That's doing real well. Actually, you know, revenue from that is what helped me be able to jump in the truck when I came home. You know what I mean? Wifey had a bag waiting. And I told her what I was trying to do. We got a truck immediately, you know what I mean? End up with like 2 more rigs, had 3 trucks, end up downsizing back to 1 truck because we couldn't keep drivers in the other 2 because that shit was like hustling, man. I mean,
yeah, it is
saturated, you know what I mean? If you can have 3 trucks and know they out there working and running every day, it's easy to keep your drivers. You see what I'm saying? But if they calling me for work and I'm on the phone like, oh man, I ain't got nothing for you, they gonna go looking. They got families to take care of too. So that's kind of why I got tired of that. You know what I mean? I was like, man, I need to see my money every day. These truck notes, the insurance is sky high. So that's when I started downsizing that and I said, let me jump into something else, the food industry. That's how I ended up leaving the trucking.
So your real estate investments, you know what I mean? I've seen a lot of people throwing shade in your name. We're not gonna give them no clout.
Yeah.
Talking about you, the slumlord. I am the original slumlord, you know what I mean? But they trying to put that label on you for real. Like when I've seen you literally go out of your way to feed countless number of homeless people in your vlogs.
Yes, sir.
So why would they expect for you to throw out an old man?
I don't know, man. That old man, I'm gonna put it like this, man. If he was 20, 30 years younger, he'd have to see me, man. That old man got a bad mouth, man. I mean, it's nothing personal. He been living over there. I mean, you know, just
he been squatting.
He been living there 20 years. So when you buy a building like that, they don't show you all that what the people was paying and rent and all that. That's what's the trick with that. But you still getting a nice piece of property. So it's like when you do that, that's a lesson for you guys. If you buy any real estate, make sure the place is empty, man. The duplex, triplex, 20-unit building, 30-unit building.
Because you'll be stuck with the tenants in there.
Yeah, you inherit that tenant, and whatever he's paying, you stuck with him, man. And with California, the housing crisis is so crazy. I was just, you know, as far as that story, I was just on the phone with my attorney the other day, and we just trying to still figure out how we gonna go about getting this guy out, man. They really have it to where he can, you know, it's nothing you can really do. He can end up being stuck there until he passes away, Skinny. On facts, that's crazy, man. It's nothing you can do.
I can't wait to see another vlog on my man.
Yeah.
So
rude, disrespectful, talks bad to my wife. My daughter live over there. He talked bad to her. You know what I mean?
What's keeping you from putting your hands on the old man?
Man, he lucky I don't send no old heads over there in his backyard on him. You know what I mean? I don't want to hurt the kid. Nah, I ain't gonna do that though. I'm gonna just leave him alone, man.
No, I'm just laughing, man, because I know a lot of damn foul mouth ass old
niggas. Yeah, man.
Like if you don't know him and you ain't cool with him, you be like, man, what the fuck you just said to me, man?
Yeah, talking about he been here long enough, he feel like this place should be his and all that shit like that. And then the only reason we trying to get rid of him, man, he paying $1,200 a month, Skinny. He paying $1,200 a month, a Section 8 fucking voucher in the neighborhood to where if I can get him out of there, I could be renting that place out for like $3,000, man, $3,200.
But he's standing behind this Section 8 shit.
Yeah, he's been there 20 years, man. He ain't going nowhere, man. He ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? I'm stuck with him. And they jumping on my head because I was over there just so, you know, I keep my camera with me. We vlog and I'm going to keep my weapon with me, my camera, right? So we over there, I'm over there helping my daughter. We moving some shit around in the backyard. I didn't go over there to specifically film him. You know what I mean? I had my joint with me and he talking shit and I put the camera up on him. And that's when you see he really started snapping on me. You know what I mean? So I said, man, you know, I tell him, and my attorney told me to film you, document all this. I'm trying to shake him up to see if I can make him leave on his own, but that ain't gonna work, man.
Plumber Mike said, you think you can pay him to leave?
Man, I wish I could. You see, when I told him, y'all, I said, man, it's gonna cost about $20,000 to get you out of here. What the nigga say? I ain't taking no $20,000. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, if you can get a tenant out, that's where the $20,000 would go. You got to pay to go get him a pillow somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And you got to pay your attorney for doing it for you. And they got this shit out here to where his representation, his attorney, and so to speak, you got to pay for that too. So it's just like, man, you know, I don't know how that's going to play out.
So you got into investing.
Yeah.
You did the real estate investing,
stock
the Bitcoin.
Yeah, cryptocurrency. That's the new wave, y'all. Park some cash there ASAP.
If you could speak on that.
Oh man, got into that. I got into that. I say like back in 2016.
Yeah.
I'm at one of my partners' house, Skinny. So we over there chopping it up. You know what I mean? He had one of his partners over there, a white guy, and the white guy was sitting there trying to talk to us about this Bitcoin shit. You know what I mean? So I'm sitting there like, man, you know, long story short, it just sounded like a scam. I didn't, you know, it was foreign to me. Nobody knew about Bitcoin at that point. It hadn't made the news yet until a year later. But let me rewind a little bit. He's trying to tell us about the Bitcoin, telling me and my boy we need to get in on it. At that point, at that time, I think it was trading at like $300 a coin, man, $300 a coin. We, you know, long story short, we didn't get involved. It sounded like a scam. You know, I didn't understand that. What is he talking about? Digital money. It just didn't sound, you know, no truth to it. So fast forward to 2017, Bitcoin skyrockets up to 20,000 a coin. I think that white boy, man, he made about 9 to 10 million, man, and we never seen him no more. You know what I mean? And after that, that's when I knew it's like, you know, when people trying to give you good, valuable information, man, don't let it fly over your head, man.
Yeah,
you know?
Sometimes do a little extra investigation.
Yeah, you know what I mean? If I was the way I am now, at that time, I would have went immediately and researched it and probably got his number and said, let me get back at you. Let me go look and see what I can find on my own. And I could have made millions myself, you know, buying something for $300. And I say about a year and a half later, it was worth 20,000. You know what I mean? He made millions.
I always look at it like that one there wasn't for me, but there's some more coming down the road.
Oh yeah, man, they got a lot of other coins, man, that I'm invested in. I'm in Bitcoin now, but they got a lot of other coins like XRP, Stellar Lumens.
Cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is just the biggest coin.
Yeah, it's just the most popular. You know what I mean? It's just in the forefront. Everybody knows about it, but they have a lot of.
Pretty safe.
Yeah, it's another one, XRP, Skinny. And it's funny, man, because the XRP is only trading at, believe it or not, man, 20 cents right now, y'all. 20 cent XRP. No cap, man. They got videos on it all on YouTube. Go check it out.
I need to drop 100 on that.
Oh, yeah, it's nothing. What you do is you set you up an account with Coinbase.
Okay.
And Coinbase, that's just like an exchange. Just like with the stock market, you set up a brokerage account. And Coinbase is the brokerage account to buy and sell cryptocurrency.
Okay.
Yeah, but you should definitely.
You got into that. How is it doing for you? Because I know that you are self-taught, but you know what I mean. You are an investor, though.
Crypto is real volatile, man. It ain't like the stocks. The stocks, it'd be a roller coaster, and actually the stocks are starting to gain like crazy now that Biden's in there, and I'm sure y'all all seen it on the news today, where Pfizer is, you know, this close to coming up with this cure or vaccine for this COVID-19 business, man. But in the last 2 days, the stocks just shot back up and the crypto has, you know. But as far as crypto, getting back to that, it's real volatile, man. It's up and down, up and down. That's why you got a lot of people who you could sit and watch Bitcoin and put it like this. You could buy Bitcoin, let's say today for 10,000. In the next few days, it might go up to 15,000. You could sell it and pull your 5,000 out. A few days later, it might drop back down to 10 and you could buy another coin. You see what I'm saying? So you could just, if you stay active with it and just one of them person can just sit and study it and really watch it, you can just make money daily just with that particular coin. The other ones don't move that fast because they all pretty much follow after Bitcoin. Whatever Bitcoin's doing, the smaller altcoins do, you know, they follow after it. But for those of you who don't have that type of investment, as far, you don't have to have 15,000 either to buy a Bitcoin. You can buy like fractional shares of it, and they call those Satashis. So it's basically like a Satoshi. Like say if you take a dollar bill and you break it down in pennies, you got 100 pennies. The dollar bill is a Bitcoin, and the Satashis is the pennies. You see what I'm saying? So let me get 3 Satashis. You got 3 cent worth of Bitcoin. That's how you would do that.
OMP, unplug your keyboard for the night, family. Young fella, go ahead and go to sleep, man.
You talking shit?
Yeah. Hey, wise citizens, he talking that investment talk. Let me see if I can read it for you.
Hold XRP, yeah, man. He say hold XRP, that's a must.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh? What? I thought a bro nigga said something.
What she say?
I thought a pussy hoe said something.
Yo, not a donation.
to salute the OMP. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, that getting money is like kryptonite for suckers, man. I ain't even see the cat over there talking shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, fuck him. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
in his
we
mama's house.
got
Man. I'm trying to give him some game to get out of his mama's house. And he don't want it. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to get you out your mama's house, you fucking butts.
Pussy
Hey,
shit.
the law hitting you with some questions, man. Some good questions. I'm doing the Bitcoin subsidiary of Qtrex.
Bitcoin subsidiary. Qtrex is a subsidiary company of Bitcoin.
I'm not
familiar. I haven't heard of. I am doing the Bitcoin subsidiary of Qtrex. I'm not familiar with that. Qtrex could possibly be another altcoin. I haven't heard of that. There's so many. It could be a new coin, but basically they keep coming up with these new coins because it's just like it helps the blockchain in different ways. You know what I mean? Like Bitcoin, where it might take a couple hours or a couple days to do a transaction. These alternate coins just come and create different type of programs basically to help Bitcoin out in layman's terms. You know what I mean? So you can get in with another company that doesn't cost as much as Bitcoin, but they help in Bitcoin. You see what I'm saying? So if Bitcoin wins, they win. And just because you ain't in with Bitcoin, you jumped on board with them.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
salute to Jessica for that question.
Huh? What? I thought a bro nigga said something.
What she say?
I thought a pussy hoe said something.
Yo, another donation?
All right, so the Bitcoin thing. You down there in LA, you chilling.
Yeah.
And somehow you link up with Mr. Organic. Mr. Organic writes a children's book.
Yes, sir.
And your wife has a school.
Yeah.
Well, both you and your wife have a school.
Right.
And so how did this here meeting come about? Because I seen a whole bunch of happy kids with books.
Man, just seeing how he was promoting that, and I knew it would, it'd be a good look just bringing those two together, man, And I seen, I know he get a lot of hate, I seen how people was clowning him on there, like, what's Organic doing with a damn children's book? And,
to help the children, stupid motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. But they just couldn't put him with that. Like, you know what I mean? Just, people gonna always have something funny to say, man. And I just want to bring it together, man, and do something to help another brother and doing something to look out for the children at the center. And that's how that went about. I used to watch, I was watching Organic and, like Organic and Tall Guy, the boy Omi and the Hellcat. Shout out Omi, you know what I mean? When I used to be at the restaurant. So I would be in my office. So when I have a little downtime, I would just be in my office in the back looking at YouTube videos. That's how I stumbled across Organic in them. So it's kind of like, once you find a couple people that you like on the platform, that's who you stick with and that's who you watch, you know what I mean? So, like I say, once we ended up shutting that down, I was like, damn, man, I got to find me a hobby or something to do. And then that just sparked the interest in me to just grab some equipment and start vlogging, man. And I got into that also. Another thing that sparked the interest with me doing that is it was some people who was trying to actually put together a reality show based around me and my life and just all the stuff that I've been through and how I came home after going through what I went through, came home, started opening up all these businesses, hiring ex-felons, giving cats in the neighborhood jobs, you know what I mean? And they was trying to do a reality show on me and my wife, but that deal fell through. So that's why I wanted to keep it going because the momentum was there. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let nobody come and steal my joy like that no more. I'm going to get my own equipment. I'm going to get my own editing software. I'm going to teach myself how to fly this drone. I'm going to teach myself how to edit. I'm going to teach myself how to work this camera. And that's how I end up, getting involved with YouTube, man.
I love drone footage. That's one thing you do to your channel. I'm like, yo, that's dope. I see Tall Guy, Organic do it too. I love that LA drone footage.
Yeah,
drone footage, but that LA drone footage is good.
Yeah, a lot of nice scenery out here.
The beach.
Send it up, get your shot, and land it. You know what I mean?
So PROVIDERGRIND, you kick it with Organic.
Right.
Y'all feel each other out. Y'all like, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You end up on his live. A lot of hate coming through there.
Yeah, man. I caught all his flack, man. They be on bro head, man. I don't know why, man. He's solid, man. He
He's
100,
solid.
man.
I be trying to tell
man.
everybody.
All the shit I've been through, I wouldn't be messing with no suckers, man. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
I mean, for real, man. The real gonna recognize the real, man. Iron sharpen iron, man. Dude is solid, man. That's just, I'm just coming to learn. That's just, you know, when you dealing with this internet world and YouTube, I mean, those trolls is there. You know, it took me.
And then on the street, like you say, you've been home now like 12.
Yeah.
And I done been home now like, I came home in 07, like 13.
Yeah.
You know, it take a while, man, to get that penitentiary off you where, you know, you ain't gonna be trusting nobody really out here anyway, no matter how cool a motherfucker say it is. So this internet shit was definitely new to me. Yeah. Because I was used to when a motherfucker say, hey, I'm gonna kill you, like it's on.
Right. Right. And it wouldn't be bringing that type of shady individuals around my wife and those children like that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
You got over 100 kids up there, man. That's a big responsibility, man. I'm not going to bring no sucker shit around them kids. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know, man. I just, you know, I embrace the trolls. Like bro told me, he built his whole channel up off of that. So once he told me that, and I see how all that shit jumped on me, like Satan sent his demons over to me, man. I just started entertaining it, and that's when the channel,
I love the trolls, man.
It shot up, man. It helped me out.
One thing about trolls, they start off being trolls, but then they end up like being like your family, man.
Right.
You know, like some people don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then some people fuck with you, but then like it's just crazy, man. You gonna know. You gonna. I mean, you already really.
Yeah, I done figured it out. That's just they just doing their job, man. Because you're right, they be talking a lot of shit, and then weeks later, I have them reach out to me talking nice, and it's like, man.
Yeah, be like, yo, man, I really like what you're doing, man, for the community, man.
Right. Yeah.
But let's talk about what you do for the community, though. I think the thing, like, I want to give a shout out to 48 Yachty too. I think y'all on the same thing. Feed a homeless person a day.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
Man, like I say, providing jobs for the community, housing, you know what I mean? Living quarters. This homeless shit is bad out here. You know what I mean? So, man, you know, doing that.
Was it always like that when you was growing up?
Yeah, but not this bad, man. They didn't got comfortable. But I mean, the price of rent out here is driving a lot of people like that, man. It's a lot of people living out on the street in campers and shit. And they just look at it like it's cheaper to live that way. But at the same time, they'll have a nice car parked behind the camper and get up and be going to work and all that. They just choose to live in a camper instead of paying $3,000 a month in rent, you know? True. So if you could just rough it out and say, okay, but I mean, as long as you're going to keep that $3,000 and stack it and get some use out of it, okay, I'm going to go live in this camper for a year or two and save up this $3,000 for 2 years straight, and then take that money and try to go start you a business or something, or whatever you're gonna do with it. Hopefully you're gonna invest it, you know what I mean? But it's just, I don't know, man, just the weather, it don't get that cold out here, and they just choosing to live that way, man. It's a lot of successful people down there on Skid Row, man, come from good families, man. They just choosing to live that way. I got an uncle like that, man. Got plenty real estate, man. He just live out on the street, man. I help him manage his buildings. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Well, you linked up with 3, and we know he called himself Mr. 707.
Yeah.
Now I see you may be adding what you adding over there, man. I seen you on your
man. That new
Let us
one,
know
man.
about that, the new edition.
I wasn't really never really into Dodge, man, but Dodge is shitting on the game right now. I always was in the Chevy game. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I was Chevy gang too.
Yeah, and I almost came close to getting that Charger, that Daytona edition, and I'm glad I waited. Some told me, said, wait to see what 2021 gonna bring. And then lo and behold, they start advertising that red-eye Charger and the Durango Hellcat, and then they got that other one, the Challenger, the Super Stock.
The truck.
Yeah, got the truck, and then they got the Challenger, the Super Stock. But I just went on and went with the Charger because I need them 4 doors. I got a family, you know.
That's what I say. I need them 4 doors, man.
Yeah, that's a lot of horsepower. 797. That thing gonna be stupid.
2020 gonna be that year. But how do it feel going in the dealership ordering your shit?
Man, just
the way you want it.
Lovely, man. You know what I mean? Just the fruits of your labor. You working hard, and that's how you go treat yourself. You know what I mean?
Then you got the 4Gs coming.
Huh?
You got the 4Gs coming.
Yeah, gonna go order them up. I got a sick rap in mind. You know what I mean? But that just goes with a lot of discipline, Skinny.
Skinny gang, you know what I'm saying, over everything.
You have to look out for who looking out for you, man.
Look out for who's looking out for you.
Exactly, man. Iron sharpen iron, man.
But Provider, bro, I'm happy, bro.
Yeah.
You came on this show to shine some wisdom. I'm gonna have to get you on here again on a later date because
sure.
I love like hearing that. I call it street knowledge, but hearing like finances and stuff broken down.
Yeah, self-talk. Self-talk, man. Ain't nobody tell me nothing, man. Yeah, man. Them niggas I grew up with, they don't know none of this. I would try to talk like this to my homeboys and give them the game and be doing this shit and showing them, man. It's just like game to a fool. It's like music to a mule, man. They don't understand it. You know what I mean? Street nigga, you know how it is. They only can see what's in front of them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gone. You know what I mean? Y'all not, I mean, shit.
Salute, man. Especially salute to you, the city. Y'all done had y'all share of tragedy.
Yeah.
Nip, Kobe.
Crazy.
But now with some success, the Lakers, the Dodgers, you know, the city's on fire.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get back. I can't wait to get back, link up with you.
Yeah.
Organic. Vlog down there.
I'm here, man. Looking forward to that.
Tell everybody again, Provider, shout out your merch. Shout out everything, Instagram.
Man.
Where do people can find you at on the playback?
Come sub to the channel, man. You know what I mean? Like I say, I'm looking out for y'all, man. Just a bunch of knowledge and game I'm dropping on my subscribers, man. And I sure appreciate that, man.
Provider Grind.
Provider Grind. The merch, I ain't got a website set up for that yet. Actually, a lot of this merch, man, I just been giving it away, Skinny. You know what I mean? Like you said, now you got the members over here and people that I see really support me, man. I just go and send them a hat or a shirt on the house. You know what I mean? My following ain't that big enough yet to really try to monopolize on them just yet. So I'm just, you know, I'm just giving and taking, man. Giving and taking, man. But I don't have a website.
Man. You already know if you ever need anything over here, bro.
For sure.
Come through. Once you get that super chat on, you already know.
Yeah, beyond.
You know what I'm saying? Get your lives popping. Exactly. We over there.
Exactly.
Provider Grind, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Provider Grind.